Ever pondered on the idea of creating an Android app using Chat GPT? Well, it's not as daunting as it might sound. Let's dive into this fascinating journey of app development with Chat GPT. Firstly, it's crucial to hone in on the concept of your app. Identify why you're creating it. Is it for entertainment, productivity, education, or does it serve a completely different purpose? Once you've nailed down the purpose, it's time to determine the key features of your app. Next, it's time to design your user interface. Sketch out your app's layout. This includes the main screen, chat interface, and any additional features. Always remember, the user-friendly design is king. Keep the UI clean and intuitive. The development tools are your best friends in this journey. Android Studio is the official IDE for Android development. So install it and set up your development environment. Kotlin or Java will be your go-to languages for this project. Creating your project structure is the next step. Set up your project with appropriate packages for activities, fragments, and resources. This structure will ensure your project is scalable and maintainable. Now it's time to bring your UI to life. Design and implement the main activity containing the chat interface. Utilize Recycler View for displaying chat messages. A custom adapter will be your ally in managing the chat message list. The next step is to integrate the Chat GPT API. Sign up for the OpenAI GPT API and get your hands on the API keys. You'll need to create a class or module to handle API requests and responses. This will allow you to send user messages to the API and receive responses. Handling user input is another crucial aspect. Set up input fields for users to type their messages. You'll need to devise a mechanism to send these messages to the Chat GPT API and display the responses in the chat interface. Enhancing the user experience is what will set your app apart. Implement features like message timestamps, typing indicators, and a smooth scrolling chat interface. Consider adding emojis or other UI elements to make the chat more engaging. Next comes error handling and loading states. Implement error handling for cases where the API request fails. Add loading states to indicate when the app is processing a request. Testing your app is a step you cannot afford to skip. Test your app on various Android devices and screen sizes. Ensure your app can handle edge cases and unexpected user inputs. Remember, an optimized app is a successful app. Optimize your code for performance. Implement caching mechanisms to store previous conversations and reduce API calls. Security and privacy are paramount. Ensure secure handling of user data and implement proper encryption for sensitive information. Documentation is the unsung hero of any development process. Document your code for future reference or for collaboration with other developers. Provide clear instructions on how to set up the development environment and use the app. Before you deploy, conduct beta testing with a small group of users to gather feedback and identify potential issues. Finally, it's time to deploy. Prepare your app for deployment by creating a signed APK. Publish your app on the Google Play Store or other distribution platforms. Don't forget, the journey doesn't end with deployment. Regularly update your app to fix bugs, add new features, and improve user experience. Stay informed about updates to the Chat GPT API and make necessary adjustments. So there you have it. 16 steps to create an Android app using Chat GPT. From defining the app concept through design, development, and deployment to maintenance and updates, each step is an integral part of the process. Now it's your turn to embark on this exciting journey. Happy coding!